Taos County is thinking very intently about sustainable development right now because of the population growth that we saw during the COVID-19 pandemic. Between 2019 and 2023, we saw about an additional 1,700 residents move here, but only about 175 additional housing units. In a small county of only about 35,000 people, 1,700 new people is a lot. It's a big population growth, especially when we don't have a place to house them. If we know that growth and development are all inevitable, we need to be able to highlight spaces and places and stories and people and treasures that if they go away, we will lose what makes this place attractive. So figuring out how we can align the growth with our values, with our heritage, with our culture, with the land, with the environment, I think is really important. My name's Jessica Stern. I'm the Economic Development Director with Taos County. My role is to oversee the strategy for economic development in the unincorporated areas of Taos County. When I first started my position in 2023 in June, I was notified that there was an opportunity to apply for a brand new cohort program funded by the Economic Development Administration, the EDA. I come from an arts and culture background. I happen to come off of a very big project of looking into how local communities could do cultural asset mapping. And so I pitched this idea of doing a cultural and outdoor asset mapping study as part of this new national cohort. Not only were we selected as a host community, but to host a 2.5-year fellow. That person being selected as Contessa Trujillo.
My name is Contessa Trujillo. I am an Economic Recovery Corps Fellow, and I am working with Taos County, my host, on the Cultural Treasures Project. I think being a Taosenia, I personally have so many connections to so many of these spaces. I feel really grateful to have such a rich cultural background and also such a rich community. I think my position in this work in particular really lends to being able to bring in maybe more like obscure community members who may not be a name that people readily, come to. Not only uplifting those people, but really bringing them into these spaces to have that knowledge and to have that storytelling. Laura's support with resourcing the advisory group has been really crucial. At the incept of this project, getting the right people to participate has been so core. The advisory group is composed of folks from throughout Taos County who really represent the vast and deep diversity, but we're all connected to this place and we all care deeply.
I'd have to go back to history, always, because that's what shaped who we are. There are several places that hold special meaning to me. I think the main one is Taos Plaza. The fiestas have been there. The Martinez Hacienda is so rich with Taos history. These places every place has a story.
We are hoping that the data that we collect, which is both about tangible assets, meaning the physical places and spaces, but also intangible assets, meaning histories, stories, languages, people who are treasures themselves, or even places that have been lost. The county wants to be able to use that information to inform its economic development plans. It could also inform specific land use regulations, like we're not going to zone in a specific area that is rich with cultural heritage sites. We're going to have a fully public GIS map that people will be able to go around and click on these different assets that are identified, learn about them, explore them. That will be available to us as policymakers, that will be available to educators, to folks in cultural institutions, and to the public.
For me, it really is about strengthening the community fabric, like bringing people together again to have conversations.
It's the community saying, these are the things that are special to us. These are the things that have value. These are the things that are under threat. And hey, local government, please be a partner with how we safeguard them and steward them.